Hello. Hello. So, I'm basically making this sort of vlog, documentary thing, you know, tracking my, I was about to say weight loss. No, not weight loss. I'm not on a weight loss journey, at least not this current stage, trying to stay away from the Twinkies, I guess sodas, all that. But, no. I'm basically making this to track how I feel over the course of, I guess, abstaining from weed, or whatever you like to call it, Kush, the bud, heard every name under the sun, boof, if you got some of that ass shit. But no, this is, I just want to track how I feel and really, what's going on, what I'm doing to stay away from the weed. I've tried many times to quit before, like so many. It's kind of counteractive in a way, hypocritical. I quit for about a month at one point, and that was just, I was dealing with some unfavorable events just going on, friends and such. But, now is not that time though. Now it's not the case. I'm on my coming close to the end of the second semester of my freshman year of college. Currently undeclared. I know what I want to go for, sports and exercise science, but also not too sure if that's what I actually want to go for. I haven't really known exactly what I've wanted these past 4 years I've been smoking. Besides, like the guaranteed shit. Like, I want to do this over this. I want to go to this school. I want to work this job. I want to love this person. So I want to not love this person or not have this person in my life. That's some of the guaranteed things that I know and I am sure of. But things like hobbies, what I like to do, certainly, I've always considered weed a hobby, me smoking a hobby, like smoking, or really doing anything. And actually, I wouldn't say that, I've drank before from time to time. I say time to time, but, those who know. But, I've quit a lot of things in the past. I didn't really enjoy drinking too much. I wasn't drinking like that, but on the weekends, days off, all that. So I quit vaping at one point. I was a real heavy vapor at one point in my life. Thankfully, not so much anymore. But I quit vaping at one point. It was hell. So that was back my senior year. As I said, I'm a freshman now. No gap year, nothing like that. So, But during that time, I really just told myself I don't need it. Same as weed. I don't need it, but I want it. I do enjoy smoking. I want to smoke when I want to smoke. And there's been some conflict that comes up because of that, and because I want to smoke at certain times, or multiple times a day, such and such. And before I was way worse. Oh my gosh, like my tolerance was shot before I quit for that month. And I think I say I quit, but I abstained for a month, and that was really just because a few bad experiences and losing some friends along the way. I say losing, but I don't really stick up with my word too much, even to myself, which is one thing I want to improve on with abstaining from weed, finding out what I enjoy, who I am as a person, because I've never really had, that to fall back on, who I am as a person, what I want, my goals, and I guess inspirations, all that. Before I really feel like I'm addicted to weed, but I'm not so addicted to weed in general as I am much as addicted to dopamine, like just that feeling of not being bored, you know, not doing intensive things. So I've been avoiding intensive things all my life. I'm a big procrastinator, but I've also been dabbling with weed, trying to smoke. I don't know. I idolized that shit as a child. You know, it was just around me so much. But weed now is really just something to pass time and enjoy the time, not be bored, get through things faster. I think I can get through things faster. You know, as I said, I procrastinated a lot. You know, beginning from elementary school. I'm 19 now, and I still procrastinate hella. You know, but I have these things. I have, you know, these experiences where I've learned in the past that my actions have consequences. Me procrastinating for such and such time have consequences. I say I can get this done in one day when I know damn well, or well, I don't know damn well, but I know damn well that I cannot get this done in one day or a few hours. I'm not slow, but you know, I take a lot of time. I get distracted easily, very easily, and that causes a lot of conflict with work, school, being around people, such and such, not being as involved in their conversations as I'd like to be or they'd like me to be. So I don't want to change for these people in my life. I feel like that month that I quit, I was a lot better of a person. I, you know, accomplished things very much easier, and I haven't really even been able to think of that because until I say it now with my own words, because I don't know, I don't have anybody going through the same experience as me, and I can't really think. So when I say think, like I have problems with my thinking, my processing, all that. So really just thinking something in my head and then being able to stick with it later on because I forgot parts of it. You know, like short-term memory and all that. And I don't know, I'm better with like photo memory rather than actually remembering words that were said to me or things that I thought during these specific moments. And, you know, mottos I would like to live my life by, or, you know, all that. And, you know, I just really lose track of my goals. And it also comes into play with school. I'm trying to get my bachelor's degree, and with memory problems, it's not too easy. So that's something I really need to change. I don't really have... I don't know, in the beginning I had a lot of anxiety, like smoking weed and then going out in public helped so much. Oh, well, I thought it helped so much. I don't know about now, but I'm still very much a public person. I like to talk in a decent amount of the time, you know, some would say. I got told I acted like a 6-year-old the other day, so I guess that's really very hyperactive when it comes to my speaking. I like to talk. I like to joke around. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. That's another aspect, I think. It's like I enjoy making people laugh, even when it's not time to laugh, or when we shouldn't be laughing. I'm not saying I'm gonna fucking laugh. Somebody dies. I'm not just over here cackling. No. Mainly at work. Really at work. I've been passed up for many promotions. Many. But I also I don't fuck with these people at all. So, yeah. Yes, that is pretty much where I'm at in life, you know. I'm not doing bad for myself, you know. I have pretty good grades for smoking fucking weed. Not 24/7. I was about to say 24/7. Once out of the day, you know, maybe twice. You know, 3 times if I'm hanging with homies. But, you know, depends who. yeah, it's really, oh shit. Yeah, it's really caused a lot of problems with my relationship, work in a way. Like today. I woke up late. I woke up late for work. I was late to work because, I smoked last night and smoked a bit too much, and I was out of my mind. Not out of my mind, but so tired. Those who know. That hangover feeling in the morning. You're not drinking, but you're smoking, and you feel like you have to take. It takes all morning until the afternoon to wake up. Hits 12, and that's when my memory and my brain functioning is up to par with everyone else's. And I don't know. I know I'm a smart guy. I know I can accomplish a lot in my life. I enjoy making money. That's another thing. The good part about being a fucking dopamine fiend, or whatever you want to call it, and a good feeling fiend, is I like making money. I like seeing that number in my bank account when it's pretty high. I'm like, damn, I really have this much money. I've saved this much money. It feels like an accomplishment to me. I mean, I saved up for my car over the summer, literally, by working so much. I was working like 90 hours every pay period, and we're not really allowed to hit overtime anymore. So, really no more of that. It's really work as much as I can to my fullest potential. Them tips be helping. But, yeah, I want to improve on my conversation skills. Really, my conversation skills are pretty good. I know how to keep on talking and not stop talking. I can bring up things, relevant things that are going on. I'm not a big politics guy. That's one thing I will probably never change. I'm not big into religion, at all. I even had this talk with my mother the other day. It is not something I'm interested in. I just don't like causing conflict with people. That's another thing. I have to be more confrontational in a way. Speak up for myself, speak up for those who I care about. And, but religion and politics is not something I'm really interested in. Just let me live. For real, we all die in the span of 100 years. So, we won't be on this earth forever, and I think it's kind of dumb to argue about politics. I don't think we should be ruled over or anything like that. Use of our free will, and I think there should be laws in place so people don't overuse their free will. But, yeah, that is, I did not want to vote, actually. This last election, Trump got elected, 2024. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really support what he's pushing, but, I can't have a personalized president, so that's really where I stand. I'll support what needs to be supported and what I think is right or wrong, but I won't support what I think is wrong, and unless it has more rights than wrongs. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's really where I'm at in life. Work goes pretty good. I don't know. My work ethic has gone down. I'm a bit burnt out from working that much over the summer. It's currently April 23rd today. Yeah. 1 year and 5 months with my beautiful woman. So, yeah, that's another thing weed has. When I met my girlfriend, I was a big, weed smoker. I was vaping, smoking weed, 24/7, pretty much. I could not put down the vape at all. So, and she thought that was a problem in the beginning. Yes, that was a problem, vaping. But the weed smoking, not so much. She'd smoke with me from time to time. And now it's progressed, and she thinks I smoke too much, which probably warranted. I do. I probably could cut back, not smoke one in a fucking 3 days, and that would also improve where I'm at. Let me get this lighting. But yeah, it'd improve where I'm at in life, and more than likely. So, sorry about my hair, by the way. If you made it this far to watching, I just took my braids out. Braided king. So, yeah. But in the beginning, we both smoked. So now it's progressed into she really doesn't smoke for emotional and health reasons. So, which was understandable, you know. Over time, we'd kind of fucked with your mental state a bit. That's where I'm at in life so far. What else? What else did I want to mention? Oh, yeah, I have a problem with dealing with things. Going back to the procrastination side of things. Dealing with things is never the best, you know. It's always a struggle, even something as easy as doing your laundry or, you know, putting up the dishes that you used yesterday or the day before yesterday. So you can't let those stack up. That's something I was real good about before I dove headfirst into the weed. You know, weed. And I try and fill my life with other substances when I don't have weed, like vaping. Oh my gosh. Fuck. I feel like it helped my life so much, but I fucked up my life. I say help my life in the way of I use that as a crutch to get through things like, oh shit, you know, homework. I got the vape right next to me. I can get through this shit easy. Or so I thought. Not at all. Yeah, it does not help. It doesn't help your health. It doesn't help your mental state. You know, it makes you fucking crazy, irritable. And, yeah, the withdrawal process from weed and fucking nicotine is similar in itself. Lots of brain fog from both sides. Brain fog is the worst from marijuana and cannabis and such. I start calling the scientifical names and all that. But, yeah, it's the worst from weed, cannabis, you know. But nicotine, not so much. Nicotine is worse with the irritability and really just the urge, the constant thoughts of it. But weed is the same way. Like if weed makes up 24/7 of your day, of course you're gonna be thinking about it. Because what do you do when you're bored? As someone who smokes, you smoke. Be so for real. You smoke and then do whatever is less enjoyable. Like I'd much rather smoke weed. I guess my current mindset. I'd much rather smoke weed than hop in the game and play for like 4 hours. So, unless it's like with the homie, you know who you are, bro. But yeah, it's really that. Weed fucks up my routine too. I'm big into the gym. Like I like going into the gym. I enjoy that shit. I enjoy, I guess, watching what I eat, seeing change in my body, and you know, my physique. So that's another thing. I want to get into bodybuilding, and it's kind of hard when I smoke weed and then go eat a bunch of shit, or I fall off of my workout routine. And keeping progress, keeping track. So I really just gotta stay consistent. Like I said, deal with what needs to be dealt with before smoking weed. Like I said, I'm trying to quit. So, let's get that mindset out of here. But dealing with what needs to be dealt with, no matter the what's the right word for this? I don't want to say difficulty, but that's so fucking lame. Yeah, let's say no matter the hardship. Yeah, no matter the hardship. So, no matter the hardship, I definitely need to get through it. Cleaning, going to the gym, doing homework, searching my major, all that, looking at potential jobs for the future. Really finding out my goals, finding out hobbies, what I enjoy. So go out and do that shit. That's another hardship. Doing new shit is very much a hardship. You're scared. You don't know what will happen. Businesses, that's a hobby in a way. It's your financial future. So, and it's all scary. You just have to put effort, time, money towards these things. Like, I want to learn Spanish. How can I do that if I can't remember the Spanish words? Like, I took 3 years of high school Spanish, and I literally only know the basics. Like, I know you have a lot of, estudiante is the basis. That's the basic. I don't even know the word to call it. There's a word for it, but you know how you have to switch the pronouns of that word depending on who you're talking about, whether it's him, her, estudianta, estudianto, all that. So, yeah, when I learn Spanish, like, hola, como estás? I know I'm saying that fucking wrong. I got corrected today. I was just trying to, fuck with the Spanish homie at work. So, I can say some pretty cool stuff, though. ¿Quieres pinga negro? Yeah. Those who know. But, yeah, that's really where I'm at. This is day one. If I get through it, that's the mindset I got. I just want to... The mindset I'm going in with this, which feels pretty good to me and feels pretty right, is we'll just see how it feels. We'll just see how it feels. After a month, I'm shooting for a month. We'll just see how it feels after a month. So, and I don't know. Another thing that helped me keep on going, yes, it was, what did I say earlier? It was, I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. That's a good thing to remind myself. But another thing is, why quit while I'm ahead? If I'm 2 days in, why quit? If I'm 3 days in, why quit? If I'm a week in, why quit? So, especially if I'm a month in, why quit? I could go 3 months if I can go a month. The only hardship is shoving that I was about to say shit, but that thought down when it's thought about. There's so many kids coming up smoking and stunting their fucking brain. That's where I'm at. My brain is probably stunted as fuck. Since like 11, I've been dabbling. When I say dabbling, the homies. If I have a sleepover, let's go find some ganj, some za. Pendulum. We did not get our hands on a pendulum back in the day. I didn't know nobody. So, yeah. Kids are definitely stunting their brain. So, future generation, don't smoke weed. It's not benefiting you in any way besides social. You can make friends on your own. Like I said, deal with those hardships. Go through the process. Talk to someone. That's honestly, yes, weed helped me in the beginning with socializing, but that was really just, me not knowing or really being able to think about what this person was thinking about me. Why I did such and such. I would just talk. That's really it. Talk to new people. Talk to random people. Bring up random shit. There is so much in this world to talk about, especially in 2025. We have... there's the biggest political debate going. The stock market, for Christ's sake, literally just crashed. It's there's major things going on. So, not in politics. You can talk about fucking... I saw some shit. I didn't play Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls remastered, Odyssey remastered or something like that. Talk about random fucking... I like video games. Talk about video games. You played this back in the day? I was a big art guy. If you played art, we're friends. We got the same vibes. We were playing the game for 14 hours a day. If you play Rust, shit, just don't be racist. That's one thing. Had enough of that. But, fucking Ark, Rust, major games. Those are jobs themselves. I love those games. Would go back to those games in an instant if I could. If I didn't have a job. If I didn't have school. I was even talking with the homie about it today. I love that shit. Nostalgia right there. So, I'm talking about fucking COD, Minecraft. Who doesn't know what Minecraft is? That's literally. So, that's a rant right there. But, I'm basically using this to keep track of my weed progression. But, So, end of the rant. Thank you guys. If I don't post another video, I don't even know if I'm posting this shit. This might be just self-vlog, but yeah, you know, if I post another video, I'm strong, or I've came to let you guys know I failed again. So not too much disappointment there. Already been disappointing myself. So, and those who expect me to quit. But honestly, I'm not gonna tell no one. So I'm just gonna reap the benefits myself. So if I post another one, I'm strong. So if not, I failed. Bye guys.